Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and I personally believe that a moonshot for XRP, just the idea of a truly parabolic run-up in price, is still in the cards, and for this market cycle. That's my humble opinion. And I do want to be clear, like, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I just think it's fun to talk about these topics and run this YouTube channel purely as a hobby. That is all that it is. But happy to share with you my everyday Joe Schmo opinion here. And this is a very exciting time. So if you saw my very last video, I have about 0% worry regarding the SEC versus Ripple charges. I don't know exactly how it's going to end. Hopefully a settlement. But I just the more perspective I learn from lawyers, the better I feel about it. And if you want to know why, check out the very last video that I put out on this topic. And there'll be more to cover on that topic in the future. That's not the thrust of this video, but I just want to share with you that I suspect that the people that are taking the contrarian approach, in purchasing XRP in this environment, I suspect that they are going to be very handsomely rewarded once the rest of the market jumps on in, once there is sufficient regulatory clarity around XRP. At this point, I feel rather strongly about that this is going to happen. I just don't know what the timeline's going to be, and I don't know what form it's going to take, and hopefully settlement. But the interesting thing, because I get it, like, people are worried about, okay, but what if XRP misses this market cycle? What if, because of this litigation, XRP sits on the sidelines? Well, a couple things on that. Even if that happened, I don't care, because when there's sufficient regulatory clarity, I think that it's gonna just take off regardless, as evidenced by what happened with the KIN token, which was traded by Kick Interactive. They got regulatory clarity in October of last year, outside of any sort of truly bullish market. Let me word it this way. The most exciting price action we've seen really started for the crypto asset class. When would you say? Like maybe November, arguably, I suppose. Maybe, mid-November for XRP anyway. There weren't all sorts of coins pumping. So when the KIN token got clarity and pumped, it was outside of alt season, right? It just did because on its own, people saw the news and it ramped up ultimately over 2,000%, right? And so that's why I'm like, even if we miss this alt season as XRP holders, if there's clarity, then there's clarity, and I still think that people see the opportunity. So I'm actually not worried about that. Now, I also think, I feel very strongly about this, though. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I don't think XRP is going to miss the alt season. I think it's going to trade sideways, and even if people are afraid to touch it right now, look, I don't care how long it trades sideways. I see it's moving in tandem with the market, and fewer people are willing to touch it, which is why it's number 5 in market cap as I record this rather than number 4. But even so, like I said, it's moving with the market, and when enough people like me, and maybe even you, if you're an XRP holder still, or if you're one of the crazy ones that's actually purchasing in these times, well, if there's enough people like us that are doing that, and to this point there are, well, at some point, you're going to see an uptick in price, even if slowly, but then more people notice it, and then it gets to this instance where, and you're going to see this with every freaking coin this cycle, where, ooh, shiny, green candle, and then the money just flows in. Stupid people don't know what the hell they're doing, because this is how humans behave. And that's what it was like in 2017. For those of you that were around back then, you'll recall, it was almost impossible to invest in a cryptocurrency and it not go up in price substantially. Like, it's just absurd returns. And I think that that's what we're going to see again this upcoming alt season here. And some people are arguing that, like, alt season is pretty well started. I don't know. What's the litmus test for that? It's like, how are you defining it? So people have varying opinions, and it's all rather subjective. So I don't know, but the whole market's going up. Look at this. And hell, XRP, and I kind of predicted this too. Coinbase officially halted trading today, And I mentioned a video, I don't know if it was a day or two ago, I said, I don't think that it's going to result, I said that, like, I see people on Twitter worried that the price of XRP is going to go down, it's going to crater, and I said, look, the news is already out, I think it's already priced in. And so what happened is, Coinbase halted trading of XRP today at noon, and the price of XRP went up. So how about that? People were thinking it's going to tank it. I'm like, nah, I don't buy that. I didn't know it would go up. It didn't go up by a ton, but I mean, it's 29.5 cents as I record this. And here's a tweet that I came across from XRP Marks the Spot. Just a screen grab from Coinbase. XRP purchases are temporarily disabled. And I thought I'd highlight that because they did use the word temporarily. They know what's coming here. There's going to be sufficient regulatory clarity. It is a temporary halt. That's what I believe anyway. I also want to share this tweet from fellow XRP YouTuber, Blockchain Backer, because it kind of resonated with me. He wrote, in the future, we will be sitting on our porches, lakefront with a mountain view, telling the story of how we got there and discussing the day we went into darkness when Coinbase halted trading of XRP. How the world looked bleak, but we kept chugging forward till we made it. And for a while, things were looking bleak. Like it was a stressful time for any XRP holder when all this news broke. But the more informed I get, the more confident I am. And look, by informing myself, I didn't know if what I would ultimately learn would lead me to feel better or worse. And I'm thankful that it's done nothing but instill confidence. Still don't know for sure how it's all going to technically shake out, but I'm feeling pretty damn good. Now, here was a tweet from Credible Crypto, chart analyst, who wrote, it's seriously happening. Waited 3 years for this, and it's happening. A repeat of 2017, but this time we are in from the beginning with 10 times the knowledge, 10 times the understanding, 10 times the opportunity. Let's effing get it. And that's how I feel as well. And so I am actively purchasing all sorts of altcoins. I'm not purchasing Bitcoin. My XRP bags are packed, so I'm not purchasing XRP. I'm very happy with my position there. And I'm going to continue to purchase a number of different altcoins that are not pumping. I am not willing to purchase anything that's a green, because that's how you get wrecked. And I think that there are so many people that just don't understand how this works. They're new to crypto, and they're just going to get completely wrecked. Because here's how you want to get wrecked. If you just want, and this is not financial advice, I'm just sharing my opinion, but if you want to be the least prosperous person in crypto, all you have to do is purchase a crypto, see something else pumping, move all the money to that after it's already pumped, and then just look for the next thing after that that's already pumped. Just keep moving it and moving it and moving it, and then you lose. And so really, the best way to go about this, frankly, it's what I've been saying for years, in my humble opinion. This is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to beat myself up for not being able to time market cycles in terms of what's the low point, what's the high point. I'm not going to be able to do that. I know that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to purchase all sorts of different coins. And then once they go up substantially, even if I have no idea if it's the top, and I'm not going to sell the top. I'm not going to be, it's pure luck, and you'd be like substantially less than 1% of humans that would end up being fortunate enough to actually sell the top. So I'm not going to require that of myself. What I'm going to do is once I see a huge multiplier effect, whether it's a 10-fold or a 20-fold increase, whatever the crypto is, whatever I think it's going to get to, once it gets to that type of level, I'm just going to sell. And then when it continues to go up because I did not sell the top, I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm going to buy something else that nobody's looking at and rinse and repeat, multiplier effect. But I am absolutely not going to be chasing the shiny, green candles. No, that's what people who can't manage their emotions and have no experience do. And I expect humans are going to continue to do that. And especially if you're talking about like 10 times the number of retailers coming in for this market cycle, like holy hell. And it's not that I want people to get wrecked. Of course not. I'm not evil, but I'm just a simple, nice little moon Lambo. But I'm just observing like this is how humans behave, and I can't stop it, nor do I wish to have the power to do so. That would be creepy. But it is indeed how they behave. Let's see here. Here's another tweet from Credible Crypto. So this actually was kind of a big day. Ethereum hit its all-time high. So during this market cycle, the only notable coin to hit its all-time high was Bitcoin until today. So that's kind of a big deal. And so just think about that. It's like, what is the price now? It's sitting at, so it came down a little bit, 1,397. But it's just funny to think like, even if you were the most unfortunate person in all of crypto, and you purchased Ethereum at its all-time high years ago, you're back at parity, right? You know, just it took a few years, but this is what we know. We have enough history to know that this is how things unfold in with market cycles. You know, even if cryptos crash 80-90% whatever after a market cycle peak, still you end up having a higher low, and during the next market cycle it hits the all-time high and then surpasses it. I'm fully expecting this for XRP too. And congrats for all ETH holders, including me. I do hold Ethereum, and I fully anticipated that it would get back to its all-time high. You know, I'm not excited about Ethereum particularly, so I don't talk about it on the channel very much, but that's awesome. Like that's some really cool news. These are exciting times. There's so much opportunity out there. But that's also why, you know, I don't know when there's going to be clarity for XRP. I don't know when there's going to be a shiny green candle for people to go chase. But that's why it goes back to my whole idea of I'm not going to try and time markets. I'm not interested in doing that. And Credible Crypto here, I think I mentioned this the other day, but look, I want to highlight this again. He's still calling for, in the short term, like 46-cent XRP. And he wrote here, took a bit longer than expected, but doesn't really get much cleaner than this. And here's the chart that he's talking about here. So cool. You know, I don't think that the best days for XRP are behind us. I'd be shocked if at some point we don't get clarity and then XRP blasts off to all-time highs and beyond. That's what I'm anticipating. That's why I'm going to continue to hold. I'm not going to beat myself up for not being able to time the market, and I'm not going to see other coins take off and then reduce my XRP holdings, because that's how people get wrecked in this market. You know, if I want to purchase another crypto, I'm going to purchase it, but it's not going to be at the expense of my XRP holdings. That's all I'm saying, right? And then there was this article from the Daily Hodl. Analysts forecast future of XRP as Coinbase officially delists the asset. Strategists are tracing the path of XRP as Coinbase officially hits the pause button on all trading of the 5th largest crypto asset by market cap. This anonymous analyst, Don Alt, tells his 174,000 Twitter followers that crypto traders at large don't see a buying opportunity despite the coin's massive decline. And here's a quote. Actually, let me just pull up the damn thread here. Here, a lot of people DMing me about XRP, ignoring all the fundamentals, focused on the technicals. 1. Current bounce is beyond pathetic. No one jumping at the opportunity to buy XRP by 80% discounted XRP. And I kind of take issue with that because it got down to 17% or 17 cents rather, and then bounced up to 35. What do you mean? That was demand, was it not? You know, it didn't even get down to its 2020 low of 11 cents. You know, when the market panicked because of the pandemic and, in March, I kind of take issue with that, even as, I'm not an analyst, and I still take issue with that. But anyway, number 2, below cycle low. 3, bearish market structure. Above red, maybe, below, no way. So he's referencing his chart there. Now, Credible Crypto was tagged in that and wrote, this is somebody named Uki wrote, tagged Credible Crypto and wrote, just cross-posting this XRP chart, as I believe Mr. Alt has pretty much nailed it. No clear bottom structure on this chart as of now. And we already know Credible Crypto doesn't agree with that, and he's calling for 46-cent XRP. And he's been right about all sorts of stuff. He was right about the November run-up that did occur. He called it days in advance, and I highlighted it on the channel. He absolutely nailed it. But anyway, he wrote in response to that, yes, if you are using a chart without complete price history, while I agree we need to reclaim his red level to confirm a reversal, even a bearish retest of it is a 100% move up, and we are resting on major monthly demand that is not visible on his chart. So he disagrees with Don Alt. And in the past, I had noticed, and it's nothing personal, of course, I just noticed that he had been, from my recollection, is that he's not a fan of Ripple and XRP. I'll just say it like that. So there we go. Here's a tweet from DIY Investing. My Ethereum outperformed my Bitcoin since September of 2019, and we're just barely breaking all-time highs. The entire year of 2021 will be ETH outperforming Bitcoin, while maxis complain about how it's an S-word coin. So, like, the maxis, they hate everything that's not Bitcoin. And so I just thought I'd just mention that. It's exciting, though. There's so much going on right now. There's so much opportunity, and I'm going to capture as much of it as I can, knowing that not everything I do will be perfect, and never beating myself up for not being able to sell the top or buy the bottom. That is not an expectation I have of myself. That would be unrealistic if I expected that of myself. And so if overall I end up making money, it's a positive experience. I'm just going to chalk that up to a win, even if I sell some crypto like way too soon. Because for me, I'm going to be pulling profits here. Like I am absolutely going to, as the opportunities present themselves. And I will continue to hold my XRP until it's worth a freaking fortune. But I will go ahead and wrap up there. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.